South Bronx. Big pun over there. South Bronx going down East 163rd. Major stomping grounds for me and Stuntman.
Streets are a little empty because it rained. People don't like getting wet.
Yeah, the streets took a little bath.
A little bath.
It needs it once in a while.
So do I. People do not realize this is one of the most hardcore neighborhoods. Not just New York City, the whole country.
Pretty much.
Okay? Some of the biggest heroin and cocaine trafficking comes right out of these neighborhoods.
Yep. A lot of money in the streets.
Yeah. Any apartment anywhere at any time could have $5 million in cash laid up in it, and that is no lie. Look it up.
And another apartment across the street could have 1,000 kilos of either one in it at any time.
I'll tell you though, crime slowed down a lot, and the main thing that slowed it down was cameras. Because, you know, literally, just like in the movies, I forget which movie it was where he played that major drug dealer in Harlem and just walked up on a dude and shot him right in the head.
Speaking of movies, this is Simpson Street. Up Simpson Street is the precinct where they filmed Fort Apache, the Bronx. Back in I think it was 1980 they made that movie. Pretty crazy. You watch that movie, you see the burnt out buildings, the lots, the burnt out cars.
New York City took a big turnaround because, you know, all the other ghettos and all the other inner cities really have not. You know, when they talk about, what's that city in Maryland? Donald Trump just got in a lot of trouble for talking about it. He's not talking bad about anything. The guy is just, you know, airing out the truth that the leadership of the city has completely dropped the ball. I mean, why is New York City, with so many more people, I mean, you know, obvious reason, it is a very big tourist attraction, but it's turned around. I mean, I don't know if, you know, any of the neutral droppers come to New York City. You go into Manhattan, it's pretty cool. It's like freaking nice. Certain areas you don't want to go in New York City, the actual borough of Manhattan. But I would say, you know, most of it, the majority of it, is nice. Crazy stores, people from all over the world coming to visit. You know, New York City is really turned around, and there's not much of an excuse for, you know, Chicago and Detroit and a lot of these cities that are just like decimated by crime. You know, all the kids killing each other.
Right now we're on the Bruckner. The Bruckner runs from east to west across the South Bronx and then wraps up north and takes you upstate. Turns into 87 actually, which is the Major Deegan. And then you can take that all the way upstate to northern Bronx, Yonkers, whatever.
Bear Mountain, Adirondacks, Westchester County.
Probably into Canada.
All right, relax. But this is where we do our best fishing. What, you know, how we call it when we sit around, we're like, we got to get cars, we got to buy cars, more cars. And
not just the Bronx, every borough.
No, we hit every borough.
There are days when I could say we've hit every single borough, which is Staten Island, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. All 5 boroughs in one day. That you sit down and you finish the day off at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and go, damn, we hit every borough. And the Easy Pass is off the charts. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, the Easy Pass bill is ridiculous. You'd want to throw up if you saw it. But it goes with the territory.
And gasoline too.
Listen, if
Fuel,
we're making money,
diesel.
we're burning fuel. If we're making money, we're crossing bridges. If we're not running for cars and making money, then we're not crossing the bridges. So it all becomes relative.
Yep. To the north of us is the Cross Bronx Expressway, which I took you guys on that the other day. We're actually on the service road to the Bruckner. To our left is the Bruckner Expressway. But back in the day, I can remember going to my aunt's house and my aunt and uncle upstate, and we would take the Cross Bronx, and every single building that you could see was a shell. It was burnt out.
Unbelievable. They were
Burnt out.
There were car carcasses all over the place. Like New York City, the mayors at the time just they didn't give a fuck, or they were like having too many dinner parties or whatever it was. But it was just a mismanaged shithole.
Yeah, I remember being somewhere by like Queens Boulevard in Queens. It was late at night. Me and my friend were coming from who knows where, and I see a guy with a flatbed truck, whales the truck in reverse, slams on the brakes, and a carcass of a car. A carcass means, picture if you're like sitting at Thanksgiving dinner and what's left on the table after everybody's done eating, a carcass. That's what a car looks like when it's stripped down. We used to call it a carcass.
No doors, no rear end, no engine,
motor,
no
nothing.
tranny.
He backs it up, slams on the brakes. Boom! I hear slam, crash. Carcass flies off the flatbed. He doesn't even dip the flatbed down, and he just takes off into the night. And this thing just slammed onto the ground. Boom! No wheels, no nothing. And he was out of there. It was crazy back in the day. It really was. This is Rosedale Avenue. This is another one that cuts from north to south. You bang a right on Rosedale, you go all the way down. There's something what's called Little Puerto Rico. Really cool community. Everybody's tight with each other.
It's right on the water.
No crime. Everybody watches each other's back. It's right on the water. You could look out and see the Whitestone Bridge on the water. And everybody's got their houses all nice and nicely kept and everything. And very largely populated Puerto Rican neighborhood. Very nice neighborhood.
It's the East River that opens up to the northern section of Long Island, which is the Long Island Sound in between Long Island and Connecticut.
And you could look through the water, over the water from the Bronx and see Rikers Island. Rikers Island is a notorious jail that holds people who are waiting for trial, who are doing less than a year.
Waiting for sentencing.
Waiting for sentencing. One of the you look up one of the stories about Rikers Island. It's crazy,
no
crazy.
I'll just tell you by its name, there's nobody smiling on Rikers Island.
Yeah, simple as that. No joke. The next intersection here, we got White Plains Road. We're one of the last Kmarts in the Bronx over here. Never been in there, but. And this isn't where we're originally from. We originally grew up in Queens, right over the bridge. We're gonna jump over a bridge in a few minutes and head home. It's getting late right now. It's starting to get dark early, a little depressing, but we're gonna blast over the Whitestone Bridge and head out to Long Island. But yeah, every day we trek in. We do a little business in Long Island in the morning and at night, but not much. Not as much population.
Yeah, the heaviest population base, you know, you're talking about people per square foot or square mile or acre, whatever the fuck they call it, is New York City. It's insane. I mean, I think the only place that tops us is like Japan. But who wants to be there anyways?
Yeah.
They fucking bombed Pearl Harbor. But
Yeah.
a lot of population here, a lot of cars, a lot of action.
A lot of shops, a lot of junkyards.
Yeah.
Just something going on everywhere. Let me tell you something. When I leave the city on the weekend and I go home, I get bored in about 7 minutes. I'm out of my mind. Like, there's so much action, action, constantly something, constantly dodging something, constantly fire truck, passing you. That you lose it when you're outside that action. It's just hard to explain.
Yeah, my wife looks at me, let's go to Walmart. Oh, the kids need this. Timmy needs cleats for football. I don't know if you guys know, I have 4 kids. And in fact, I've been raising 7 kids. I took in my 2 nephews and my niece like 7 years ago. So I've had 5 boys, 2 girls in my house. So if you can imagine the immature, ridiculous shit that I do, I go home and I'm the authority figure for 7 kids, 3 16-year-olds. I have identical twin boys, they're 16. My niece is 16. My daughter just turned 18. My other nephew is 18. My other nephew is 18. My oldest son is 21. Count that up. 5 girls, 2 boys in my house. And I don't have a big house!
Actually, 5 boys and 2 girls. Did you say that?
I think that's what I said. 5 boys, 2 girls. Don't fucking correct me.
Oh, hey, it is what it is. Oh, if you guys want to see, we started a channel with our family. It's called the Mooney Family. You see me and Stuntman in it a little bit here and there. But mainly, it's the kids filming each other, doing their thing. It's growing pretty fast, too. Growing faster than this channel. I'll tell you that. Although this channel's growing, I'm very happy. That channel's moving quick. This right here, you see this Home Depot? This used to be an abandoned lot that they used to hold city auctions in years ago. Dirt lot, like disgusting dirt lot. Packed, the cars would be filthy. There'd be dust storms, you're bidding on cars, you're all sweaty. Next thing you know, boom, wind picks up, you look like you just, did donuts on a dirt bike. Your head's all covered in dirt and soot.
Yeah, those auctions were dangerous.
And oh, yeah, very. And over here we have a Target. This was another abandoned lot, just nothing but nonsense going on in it. But they're building it up. It's all good. New York City, they're not playing, man.
Yeah, these other shitpale cities, they have a shot. They just got to look at the model that, that New York City did and get these cities going, get the inner cities vibrant again, and, try and work, because there's a lot of issues out there. I follow politics a lot. I don't want to get political. It may fucking come out.
You don't want to
here
start
and
them
there.
off, Jesus.
Yeah, you don't want to start me off, but I'll tell you right now, I support my president.
Yep, word up, word up. Anyway, over and out. We'll get back to you guys with a little more tour of, we'll hit maybe Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. I'm gonna rather than make a U-turn up there, I'm gonna go in here and go around.
Just fucking go.
Nah, go up here and make the U-turn. But yeah, Bed-Stuy, do or die, Bed-Stuy. We got Brownsville, never ran, never will. All these sayings about these neighborhoods. Just, yeah, it's pretty true. Money earning Mount Vernon, we'll pass through there. We know this is the boogie down Bronx. All right, y'all, till next time.